YouTube. Welcome back to another video. I'm just Rel. This is Rel's Corner. Again, this is your first time here. Hit the subscribe button. Ignore that. The subscribe button, the like button, join the corner, man. Today, got a gem. So if you ever see me looking down, it's because I'm looking at my notes. So what I got here is a list of everything that happens at MEPs. Some people, I've watched y'all videos. Some of y'all leave out crucial details. But y'all know me. I'm not doing that. I'm telling you everything that happens at MEPs from the very beginning to the very end. Not leaving out any details, telling you the brutal, honest truth about how to pass MEPs, what happens at MEPs, what to expect at MEPs, however you want to phrase it, everything that happens at MEPs, I'm about to tell you now. So, about to get straight into it. Y'all know I don't like to waste too much time. First things first, 5:30 arrival time. Do not get there at 5:30, bro. Okay, let me rephrase this too. I'm speaking on my MEPS experience. I went to MEPS in Dallas, Texas. This is my MEPS experience. This is what happened at MEPS here. I'm assuming MEPS happens the same everywhere, but if not, don't shoot the messenger, right? So this is how it happened for me, what to expect from my point of view. I'm just trying to help y'all out, okay? So take it with a grain of salt. Anyways, 5:30 arrival time. I chose to drive. Most places your recruiter might give you the option of staying at the hotel and taking a shuttle over there. I didn't do that because once I'm finished, I want to leave when I want to leave. I don't want to have to wait on everybody else to finish and then get on a shuttle to leave. No. So I chose to drive. So I had to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to drive to MEPS in Dallas. I tried to get there at 5:15 because the line, it gets crazy. I'm telling you. And it's the same people. The Army show up at the same time with all the Army recruits and the line gets wicked, bro. I'm talking, the line gets crazy. I don't know what the Army does. I don't know what the acceptance rate for the Army is, but everybody's in the Army. I'm trying to join the Air Force. Well, I'm not going to say trying. Another video, I made it into the Air Force. So I'm in the Air Force now, but that's another video. 5:30 arrival time. I try to get there at 5:15. The line starts outside. So you're just waiting for them to come let you in type deal. So, no earrings, no nose piercings, closed shoes. That's the thing too, bro. Let me see. Because I ran into a lot of people that didn't know the dress code for MEPS. And they will send you home for not having the proper dress code on. So I'm about to see right now if I can find the dress code. Here we go. Like I said, this was for Dallas MEPS. I'm just assuming it's for everywhere. So socks and shoes, no plain white t-shirts, okay? No plain white t-shirts. How I'd say dress is dress like if you were going to a job interview. Just a collared shirt, some jeans or something, and some closed-toed shoes, bro. Yeah, and like I said, remove all your piercings and everything like that. The documents you have to bring is your social security card, your driver's license, birth certificate, high school diploma, and college transcripts if you have them, right? But no plain white t-shirts, probably too because you're giving blood, so you don't want to get that messed up. And socks and shoes, no open-toed shoes. And if you're wearing shorts, it can't be long. It has to be longer than your fingertip length. So if you hold your hands down by your side, the shorts have to be longer than your fingertips. All right, so then you get in there. You first thing you do, height, weight, blood pressure, heart rate, right? So obviously the easiest way to pass this is to make sure you're already in shape before you go. Your recruiter will tell you what your weight has to be between this and this for your height. You know what I'm saying? So that you should already know if you're qualified from the beginning. And then your blood pressure, heart rate. I have white coat syndrome. If you don't know what that is, that's when you get close to doctors and doctors' offices, your heart rate and blood pressure goes up. You can just feel it, right? So that's what happened to me. So I had got temporarily disqualified because I already knew my heart rate and blood pressure was going to go up. It did, and it didn't go back down. So I had to get a waiver. Well, not a waiver, I had to get, they give you a form that you have to take to another doctor's office, like a mini clinic, CVS, urgent care, or whatever the case may be. And you have to get another doctor to take your blood pressure, sign off on it, and that's that. So that's what happened for me. So like I said, I got temporarily disqualified at this point. But you're still able to finish the rest of the stuff. You just have to come back with that doctor's note or the doctor's examination of your blood pressure. And then you give that to your recruiter and then blah, 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 blah. Watch my other video about that situation. So make sure you're a healthy person. Make sure your blood pressure is good. Your heart rate is good. Height and weight is in the range it's supposed to be in, right? So then you'll pass that. Next on the list is your hearing test. You sit down in the booth, you put on the headphones, and you hear beeps. Just click. Just click. You do not get penalized for clicking too many times, but you will get penalized for not clicking at all. So if you think you might have heard something, just click. Just click. That is the way to pass the hearing test. Now, I have good hearing regardless, so I didn't have a problem with it, but some people do. So just click. That's how you pass the hearing test. Vision test, can't help you there. Either you can see or you can't see. That has nothing to do with me. But again, this is my experience for, the Air Force. So depending on what branch you're going to, depends on what specific test you take. And the Air Force has a few more tests that all the other branches doesn't take. So for example, we had to do, I think it was 2 or 3 different vision tests. You had to see like you're colorblind. And then of course, if you can just actually see in like a depth perception test. So you have to do those vision tests. There's not really any cheat code I can tell you for that. Like I said, either you can see or you can't see. Then they give you a reading test. They give you just, a sheet of paper that has a small paragraph on it and you have to read it to see if you stutter, see if you have some type of speech impediments, just to see if you can read. So I hope you guys can read. That's just how you pass it. You just have to read it. Then at one point you take a drug and alcohol test, right? So, marijuana, whatever drugs you take, it's going to be in there, and you take a breathalyzer. They tell you not to take any mouthwash the day before or the morning of, because some mouthwashes contain alcohol, and that will pop on the alcohol test, the breathalyzer, and you will fail. And there's nothing you can do about it. And I think that's an automatic DQ, like you're not able to join if you fail the alcohol and drug test. So please be mindful of that. The drug test is simple. You pee in a cup. Fellas, if you haven't done it before, you're going to be peeing next to somebody. So hopefully your man can go, because you're going to be standing right next to somebody in a stall, and there's going to be somebody watching you, and you just have to pee in the cup. Simple as that. Then you have to give blood. It's just one tube. I don't know if you guys have given blood before. I have. It's not that crazy, but a guy did pass out there while I was there, but it's just giving blood. They check you for HIV and I think something else, like to get your blood type and all that kind of stuff. But you're just giving one small tube of blood, guys. It's nothing. They're not taking 3-4 tubes. It's just one tube. Quick, just like that. Then after that, you have the medical exam. And this is where a lot of people fail at, is the medical exam. Whatever you told your recruiter, you tell the doctor. You do not switch up the story. Whatever you told your recruiter, you tell the doctor. I hope that's clear. Because the second your story switches up, the second you fail. So whatever you and your recruiter went over is what you tell the doctor. Simple as that. And then, of course, you do the infamous duck walk. If you're a guy, you have to bend over, spread them. You know what I'm saying? It's quick, but it is what it is. It's like a regular medical exam, guys. I mean, that's like you check for scoliosis. You check to make sure your joints and everything, make sure you're flexible, make sure, it's a regular medical exam, guys. But there's going to run off a series of questions at some point during the medical exam. But he's just checking to make sure that everything lines up with the stuff that you told your recruiter. I'm going to say it again. Whatever you and your recruiter went over is what you do when you get to the doctor. I don't know why some people's stories change, and they whatever you and your recruiter went over is what you tell the doctor. Simple as that. The second you veer off path is the second that you fail. Or if you don't tell your recruiter something and then you tell the if you don't tell the recruiter something but then you tell the doctor something, fail. Like, keep the stories the same, guys. Keep the stories the same. I cannot stress that enough. So then after you do all that, you do your fingerprints. And so after you pass medical, you're pretty much in there. Medical is where they fail the most people. Like, that's like, and my recruiter just texted me, so I don't know what that's about. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to look at that in a second. But like I said, fingerprints is the next thing. So once you pass medical, you're pretty much in there, smooth sailing. Like, unless you just have some type of stuff on your background check that's just ridiculous. But passing medical is the thing that fails people the most. So again, height, weight, make sure that's good. Hearing test, click. Vision test, either you see or you can't. Vision test, like either you can see or you can't. Reading test, I hope you can read. You give blood. Medical exam, answer the questions the same. And drug test, alcohol test, you shouldn't be smoking, period. Drinking, don't drink the day before. Don't use mouthwash. Fingerprints, that's like that. And then after that, you swear in and you good to go. Like, it's pretty much like that, man. It's not what people make it out to be. MEPs was pretty simple, pretty easy for me. The thing is, like I said, you get there early because it's a lot of people. You're not the only one. I thought it was going to be, 20, 30 people maybe. I don't know what I was thinking, but the first day I went, because like I said, I had to go back because my blood pressure thing. So I had to go back and finish. I did everything else, but my blood pressure was high. So I had to get the doctor's form filled out. Gave that to my recruiter. They faxed it up there. They were like, okay, you're good to go. You can come back up here and finish everything else. And the only thing I had left to do was fingerprints and swear in. So not too long ago, I went up there just to do my fingerprints and swear in. And I'm in. But that's just follow the blueprint. Whatever you and your recruiter go over, whatever they tell you to tell you, that's what you say when you get to MEPs. Simple as that. The medical exam part is the part where people fail out because they get in there, get nervous, I guess, and just start rambling at the mouth. Keep everything the same. And I think that is pretty much it. Like I said, I try to get straight to the points because I don't try to hold y'all up too much. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it. So this is, again, my experience at Dallas MEPs trying to join the Air Force. Yeah, so this is that. So done with that. I'm just Rel. I appreciate you guys watching this video. This is Rel's Corner. If you could, please join the corner. Hit the subscribe button, like the video, share the video. Maybe somebody you know is trying to join the Air Force and they want to know what happens at MEPs. And this is a 15-minute video. Like, to tell you everything that happens at MEPs. And they feed you. They give you lunch if you're there for a long time. And it's cool. It's a lot of waiting around sometimes just because, like I said, they don't have a lot of doctors and there'd be a lot of people. So if you can, just try to get everything knocked out in one day, man. Like, because I hated having to go back up there the second time just to do my fingerprints and swear in. And I was there from 5:30 in the morning until 1 o'clock in the afternoon just to do my fingerprints and just to swear in. It took that long. So if you can, try to get it all knocked out in one day, man, because you just don't want to have to go back up there again because it's a real process. But I'm just Rel. This is Rel's Corner. Appreciate you guys watching another video. Hit the subscribe button. Send it out to your friends. Join the corner, man. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. And I'm going to keep trying to bang out these videos for y'all, man. And we out.